Tonight I wanted to read an excerpt from one of my blogs that I've just written, and I felt the need to read it because just talking about it might not come across the same way. So I hope it resonates with you, especially in terms of helping you in whatever journey you are on at the moment. I'm speaking quietly because it's quite late at night. So yeah, here goes. Life is messy. We can never seem to escape the grit and grime that comes our way. We can try as hard as we like, but in the end, we need to let ourselves get down and dirty in order to survive this cauldron of an existence. We trust that people are kind, like us. We trust that those we allow in will be good to us, and in turn, we give them our most precious part of ourselves to take extra special care of, our hearts. I'm not saying don't do this. I'm saying that quite often we need to do this in order to learn not only what we want in life, but who we need to become in order to make it out on the other side of the arena. Life has a funny way of kicking us in the gut until we learn not to touch this and not to touch that. But it takes quite a few shots before you may fully grasp the severity of your obsession with the circumstances. I may have said this before, but I'm going to say it again because it's pretty darn important as far as sayings go. Something my father used to say: never believe anything you hear, and only half of what you see. And being an avid people watcher, I definitely observe this. It happens throughout our lives with all of us. But yeah, it's kind of like watching a ballet or a dance. People pose, they prance, they stride, and they puff their chests out, all with the hopes that they may get the attention that they seek from one or many others. But usually, once you have been selected by a mate, that dance goes away or devolves into a somewhat sluggish, sloth-like squalor. At first you thought you hit the jackpot, until all the colours of the rainbow fade, and you begin to see what you really ended up with. I'm not saying that this is all the time, but I'm saying that so often this is what happens. The worst part about all of this is that you chose each other. This is your choice, and for whatever reason, you believed in this choice. Blindly, and that is a beautiful thing. You knew what you knew, and yet you still said, I want that, because you were willing to compromise. I am fully aware that we have to make these choices because they become teaching moments. We are not even as evolved as we want to be, and in order to truly gain what you need to out of this life, you need to really feel those growing pains. Like a slow torture, you wriggle, squirm, writhing in agony as you beg for mercy, wishing the pain away, totally unaware and oblivious that the pain is actually going to turn into a beautiful cocoon-like moment. But we are not quite done yet, and we need to feel more of this pain before we can let go of the shackles holding us within this mode of suffering. We deserve all the best in this life, but we are not willing to be accountable for our misgivings, nor are we honest with ourselves and others. If we are not able to do this, we will be trapped in the quicksand of our own deceit. You do yourself no favors by lying or denying the flaws of yourself. You will only push yourself deeper and deeper into the pit. And only you can pull yourself out of it. It is your responsibility and your choice. I do think that much like hostages falling in love with their captors, we tend to fall in love with the pain. The suffering becomes an addictive form, much like cutting oneself, reminding us that we can still feel pain, that we can still feel during a time that we long to feel nothing. It seems to keep us in check with our humanity, but it becomes a self-destructive vortex that we get sucked into if we linger here for too long. And the trick is to identify the triggers that bring you into this loop in the first place. Knowing yourself is the most important part of any growing journey, and you start to uncover more and more of yourself as you go, so the journey gets easier. Often these triggers lend themselves to people in your life that you may need to take time out from. They don't even know that they are doing it probably, and some may do it just to get power over you. I am a free spirit. I speak my mind. I ruffle feathers on more than one occasion. And I am better as a friend than as a foe. And if you don't know that I like to speak my mind, then you definitely need to watch or read more of my stuff, because that's how I am. I don't do it to get attention. I don't do it to ruffle feathers. I do it because it's what I believe in with conviction, and that is pretty much all that we can have in this life that is truly ours, our values and what we believe in. I seldom become people's enemy, as I am usually the peacemaker at heart. I like to keep my anger in check, as I never really want the bad karma that comes with the rage one can unleash onto others who cross them. We may struggle to settle once we have had our psyches torn open from these life experiences. Few will get to the point of that much awakening, as we are conditioned in this life to follow, not to lead. We are groomed to fall in line, not take control of our own destinies. We are not born to be trapped in a box, though. We are here to break out of our comfort zones. Some of us need to learn discipline first before we can do it, but most of us are here to push our own limits. Sadly, we don't. We don't seize the opportunities that are before us to do this. We let them pass us by, quite happy in the existence that we have. It's safe, it's stable, it's consistent. Consistently unhappy perhaps, but consistent, not scary. We get stuck in that limbo, the rat race of a nice neat path from point A to point Z, all plotted out for you. It really does seem like the easy option, but that's exactly what it is. Don't do it, don't trust it, don't buy into the mold. Let yourself take a plunge once in a while, no matter how scary it is. Have nothing to lose. No fear of loss is the most powerful thing that you can tap into. So let yourself take the plunge once in a while, because until you do, you may continually feel like something is amiss in this life, and you don't want to wake up one day on your deathbed and regret all the couldas, shouldas, all of that. So what are you going to do to challenge yourself tomorrow? It's nearly a new year, nearly a new beginning, and it's time to wake up. I hope this helps you.